A month ago, I fired half of my writers, but it's really not as bad as it sounds. Everyone left on good term, everyone left happy. But let me explain why to you I chose to fire or get rid of half of my writers. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Wesley. I talk about SEO, brands, earning money from your website. And if you want to join me and like-minded individuals, join my Discord. There's a link in the description below. So why did I do it? Why did I get rid of half of my writers? First, and one of the big reasons recently, I sold a site in my portfolio that was publishing somewhere between 80 and 100 articles every month, and I don't need to publish that frequently anymore. Another reason is because a lot of the changes that are happening in Google, and going forward, I think for me personally, it makes more sense to focus down on one site than at a time anyway, than it does to grow a large brand or a portfolio, because you only really need to focus on one vertical or one niche very well in order to make $1 million. A third reason that I got rid of half of my writers, because it's really easier to grow and scale one site into greatness than it is to grow a portfolio of 5 or 10 sites into mediocrity. And going forward, that's going to be a major shift in my business in 2023. I'm going to start focusing on one project at a time instead of splitting my energy and my time across multiple sites. I think that's a much quicker path to success, and the path I will be taking going forward. So in the future, 2023 and beyond, I think the good enough websites are not going to be the standard. The good enough websites are not the future anymore, in my opinion. So there's going to be small sites and brands that are still doing well and successful in the future, but the ones you see really doing it well and being successful are going to be the ones that are really focused in on their audience. They're really high quality small sites, and they are kind of monsters within that small niche that they might be in. I think that's still a successful route to go. But the days of just making 10 websites, growing, putting 1,000 posts on each of them, and these quick to answer queries, are not really going to be the way of the future. You're really going to have to kind of build a brand and an audience around your space, and that can be done in different ways. That can be done with social media. That can be email marketing. It could be a Discord group, like I'm growing here. There's different ways you can do that, but you need to kind of build some kind of community or some people that have a similar interest in that niche and get a discussion going and keep them connected to your site. You can kind of think of it how there's subreddits for pretty much anything you can think of on Reddit, right? Think of it like that, but for your own personal site, your own personal, look at the people who use your site as like a group of friends. You're building this large or small group of friends, and I think that's really going to be the way going forward. It's not less of the use it once type of sites, like people visit it, and you don't try to capture that person that visits your site and bring them into your ecosystem. I think there's a lot more entrepreneurial endeavors are going to be needed to grow a successful site in the future. And that's really how you should be thinking about this business anyway. You should not be thinking of it just, this is just a small blog I'm doing on the side. You're going to have to, flip the switch and really start thinking about these as real businesses. And it's just a cheaper way to start them. That's all it really is, but they're all real businesses that can grow into selling products, that can end up, selling courses, and growing in one small niche into $1 million or more every year. If you want to learn about SEO, growing a brand, and making money from your own website, you can hit that bell below. I don't have an upload schedule, so that's really the best way to keep up with my videos. Also, join that Discord group. Thank you for watching. A month ago, I fired all of my writers, all of them.